ceviche, there's a bit of a rivalry between Chile and Peru. Both countries claim that they invented the dish, but it's really hard to tell who's actually telling the truth because, I mean, this dish has been around for a very long time. So for today's lunch, we're here in Santiago, Chile, and we decided we're going to have ceviche. We're at a restaurant that serves a Peruvian version of the ceviche and another Chilean version that they call Ceviche Galeon. So we're going to be sampling those two dishes and see if we can figure out what the difference is, and yeah, it should be tasty. So this is kind of a nice surprise. You just got a glass of Pisco for free.
Complimentary Pisco.
Yeah.
And this rivalry between the two countries extends to Pisco sour as well. They both claim to have invented that. So let's try this here. It's good.
Yeah.
You know what? It's sweeter than the ones I've tried in Peru, but it's not as sour.
Okay.
So there is a difference.
Oh,
yeah.
The truth comes out. Two ceviches have arrived, and I have to say, I think Sam got the bad end of the deal on this one. I ordered the Peruvian ceviche, and that comes with corn, sweet potato, canchita, which is kind of like a deep fried corn, a bit of lettuce, and obviously the ceviche with red onions and a bit of cilantro. And Sam's portion, which is a Chilean ceviche, is just fish with some red onions on top. And it's a much smaller portion as well. So maybe it'll taste better. First bite. Yeah. It tastes just like the Peruvian ceviches that we were having in Lima, but it's not quite as spicy. It's missing the ají, which, you know, gives it that extra kick. But it's nice. It's like a more subtle, simpler ceviche. It's still, I mean, quite acid because of the lemon. But you can really taste the fish, actually. So it's good. I do like mine. Okay, so time to try your Chilean ceviche.
Yes, and just before I do that, I should mention that the Chilean fish that they use is usually different than the ones that you would find in the Peruvian ceviche. It's typically a fillet of halibut or Patagonian toothfish. So mine looks like a different color. It's a lighter color here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one of the two it is. And also the marinade, the sauce here is different from the other one. I think this might be more of a grapefruit type. So let me try that and see.
Supposedly, according to Wikipedia. I'm not sure if this restaurant follows that recipe or not.
Yeah. I tried a bite of yours first, and this is definitely different. A different cut of fish. It's a bit more of a fibrous fish. It's whiter. And also, this one is not as spicy or sour as the Peruvian one. Alright, you're gonna try
I'm gonna
the
try
ceviche I ordered.
the Chilean ceviche. Let's see what this is all about. It's a bit of like a thicker fish, like it's more chewy, chewier. And yeah, like you mentioned, it is more fibrous. It just looks different, like it's so white in color in comparison to mine, which is more pink. But I don't know my fish that well, so
It's still tasty.
I can't really tell you what kind it is. It is good. It's different. I think I prefer mine just because I'm used to Peruvian ceviche, and I also like that mine comes with sides. I like having my sweet potato, my corn, canchita.
So I'm down to just the tiger's milk, and that is one of my favorite parts. I mean, I love the ceviche as well, obviously, but when you get down to that last little bit of tiger's milk, it's just so worth lapping up.
That's basically just fish juice and lime.
Yes. And in terms of my verdict, I would have to say definitely that I do prefer the Peruvian version of ceviche. It's just more familiar to me. For the same reasons that you liked it, I like all the sides. I like the cut of fish a little bit better, and I like the fact that it's a little bit more sour as well too.
All right, so we finished that tasty lunch. What is the price point for that meal?
So the Chilean ceviche was $6,000 and the Peruvian one was $7,000. So you're looking at roughly $10 US. It was pretty good value. We're both really full now.
So now we're curious, have you ever tried ceviche before? And if so, where? And if you're from Peru or Chile, where do you think the authentic recipe comes from? I'd be curious to hear.